Hey guys, this is CieZ. I'm doing my first StarCraft 2 beta cast, and hopefully I'll do a good job. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it, and if I have fun and you guys have fun, then I'll probably put out some more and see if I like it. This game is from the ESL Pro Cup. It's a tournament of a lot of the top players on the European servers right now. The replay pack was released, so I figured a tournament game would be pretty good to talk about. We have Insomnia playing under the name Omnisane as the purple Terran in the top right. And he looks like he's going to wall off his ramp, which it's pretty expected from Terran. And we have HoRRoR playing the green Zerg in the bottom left. And, HoRRoR sending his Overlord to scout. Pretty typical. Wow, he's sending a drone out. Maybe he's going to scout with his drone as well. It's way too early for Fax expansion, but, yeah, I guess his drone's just going to go scout. This map is Steppes of War, and it's I feel like it's a pretty balanced map for Zerg against Terran. There's a pretty easily defended natural expansion right here. You have a ramp up to your base, of course. Pretty much every map in StarCraft 2 has a ramp. Ooh, HoRRoR blocking the barracks from Insomnia, but yeah, he gets it down. Not a huge 1 to 2 second delay, so nothing crazy. And yeah, HoRRoR's building a spawning pool. Against Terran, we'll probably see HoRRoR going with Banelings and Speedlings tier 1. Usually, Zerg don't go heavy on Roaches because Marauders are very good against Roaches. We might see him get some Roaches to to form sort of a wall in case Insomnia wants to go with Hellions, which are very good at harassing workers. We have Insomnia trying to block a possible expansion for the Zerg player, HoRRoR. A lot of Zergs like to fast expand, which we'll probably see coming down very soon. I think they typically expand at 15 population, but, he might not fast expand, and he does see, he sees the SCV here, so he's going to send some Zerglings to take care of it, because he can't build while the SCV's there. And, wow, this drone just kind of chilling in the base. That was actually kind of a funny move there. I did not expect that. I haven't actually seen that. The drone was about to die, so he made an extractor, which, it'll extend its life, and he'll probably cancel the extractor right before it finishes, so he'll get, he loses a little bit of resources, but, he does get to annoy Insomnia and, waste some time, and yeah, there's the cancel, and we have this Overlord here watching a possible expansion, and some Zerglings chasing the scout out. So we'll probably see an expansion from HoRRoR coming up in a few seconds, and wow, we have an early Roach Warren. Maybe, he's expecting Insomnia to go Hellions, which it does look like Insomnia's going to do. We have a factory coming up, and only one barrack, so 2 factories coming up, so he's definitely gonna go with Hellions because, well, he could go tanks, but he'll probably go Hellions to try to harass because this is actually a pretty open ramp. It's quite a wide ramp to try and block with Roaches. Now, this ramp would be easy to block, but he's going to be interested more in harassing the expansion here. So he'll be able to just run some Hellions in, get him behind the mineral line maybe, and kill some drones. So, if it can be a really effective strategy if the Zerg player doesn't do a good job protecting his expansion. And yeah, it looks like here comes a small little push using some SCVs as shields. This replay is actually 1 patch old, and SCVs, their health got reduced by 15 points, which they only had 60 health to begin with. It's a pretty considerable reduction, but a lot of Terrans were using them to form kind of a meat shield for their Marines, and Marines were able to just slaughter units behind the SCVs, and the Terran wasn't losing that much of an advantage. And oh, we have HoRRoR pushing now with some Roaches. Insomnia does not have any Marauders out. He's getting a tech lab to try to get out some Marauders. We're gonna have some SCVs repairing, but Insomnia will probably hold this push off. He has the ramp advantage, and he's using his SCVs and using those, and oh, he gets a tank out. He's not researching the siege upgrade, but I guess in a pinch, tanks do get bonus damage to armored, and Roaches are armored units. So, it can help him definitely hold this wall and the ramp. And yeah, he's rebuilding the wall right there. And HoRRoR probably just, you know, preemptively protecting his expansion, because it seemed like he did a good job of predicting the Hellions, and by applying this pressure, well, the Hellions can't get out of the base to harass his expansion, so he gets, you know, he gets time to set it up, get it running, and get some more protection. He has his queen here, of course, injecting larvae, so he gets a lot more larvae to use. You know, some players think that this larva injection's imbalanced. I don't know where I stand. You know, it's a touchy subject, but now HoRRoR is destroying these rocks. I guess maybe he wants to hide some units up in this area, so that, you know, if Insomnia does go to harass the expansion, well, he can sneak by and harass an expansion if it comes up, which, you know, we do see it is coming up here. He's building it so he can lift it off, which hides the fact that he's expanding from the Zerg player, because, you know, the Zerg does not have detection up here, but he has this Overlord which will spot, you know, when the expansion comes up. So, you know, it hides it, and it protects it from these roaches killing it, but other than that, you know, it's just safer to build it up there on, you know, on the high ground. We do have Siege Tech coming up and Infernal Pre-Igniter. So Siege Tech allows these tanks to deploy. They shoot slower but do a lot less damage. I mean, a lot more damage, excuse me. They do a ton of damage when they're deployed. And he has the Pre-Igniter, which will give these Hellions even more of a boost against light units. So they already have a +6 against light. They'll go up to, I believe, +14. But yes, he's deploying these tanks. Probably just to secure his expansion so they can watch over this ramp, which is sort of a choke. And wow, HoRRoR is actually running his roaches from Hellions and Marines. That's, oh, I guess he wants to lure them into these speedlings, speed upgraded Zerglings, and now we have Insomnia just trying to save his units from these speedlings, and he sacrifices his Marines, but he gets to protect his Hellions and his tanks, so, you know, noble sacrifice. And we have Insomnia moving some more SCVs down, you know, in case HoRRoR wants to push. These SCVs can make a wall, they can sacrifice themselves just right here like this to try and peg the tank, but the speedlings are so quick that they just surround everything and take out these tanks. He lost, what, 4 tanks there? 3 or 4 tanks. And that, wow, that tank has 12 kills, but he does have, you know, 4 Hellions still up, but his expansion's not really up and running, and HoRRoR's is. He has a lot of drones on this expansion, a lot of drones on this expansion. If we look at their income, wow, HoRRoR has, what, 6 times the income of Insomnia, but Insomnia was transferring some of his SCVs, so, you know, it makes sense that it would dip there for a second. It's going back up now, and he just has less SCVs than HoRRoR has drones, and oh, we have Mutalisks coming in now for HoRRoR. I did not see the Spire going up. But, you know, he has a bunker there, and, you know, he's doing a good job repairing this tank, but Mutalisks are going to be able to harass these SCVs and make them run to the protection of the bunker, which, oh, that's just going to... HoRRoR's economy... Wait a second. Oh, man. We have these Hellions coming in, harassing the drones, but he does have Mutalisks there and Speedlings taking care of the Hellions, but he did lose, I believe, about 10 drones, and he had to move them all up here. So he's going to lose a lot of mining time, which that pretty much halved this income from where it was